All right, let's talk about quality versus quantity again. This is part 2 of the video. If you haven't seen part 1, I ask you to go take a look at that first before you're watching this, or after you're done watching this. Go take a look at that, and this will probably make more sense. In that video, in the first part of the video, I did mention a couple things like weapons. This really doesn't include weapons. Another thing doesn't really include is navigation, because you really don't want to skimp on navigation. I've skimped on compasses before, and I didn't like the quality of them. So I really haven't found a good compass that I like yet. All right, but I did talk about like multi-tools. Where's that? Oh, that. Where's it? There it is. Multi-tools. This is an Ozark Trail version of a multi-tool. It's a 17-in-1 multi-tool. $10 versus the Gerber brand knives multi-tools. You know, some of these are $30, $40 type of multi-tools. You know, in my opinion, if I had to if I felt my life depended on them, you know, instead of having one multi-tool, I'd probably have 2, if not 3. And it doesn't matter what the brands. I'm not really talking about brands right now. I'm more or less talking about the concept of having something. But in either case, I do have a significant number of bags. For each of my family members at least. For example, I also got a search and rescue pack. I got my CERT bag, which is totally different. My search and rescue pack is more of a wilderness type of search and rescue pack. I have Baofeng radios. This is the BF-F8 HP. I got the UV5Rs also, and I do have I think the 88S or whatever it is. I can't remember. It's BF88S or something like that. Little real cheap ones, the cheaper Baofeng ones. This particular radio is pretty good. It'll keep up with for $50. This will keep up with most Motorola radios and do more than some of them, because this actually has the face so I can actually change the channels on it and stuff. And this is 8 watt instead of 5 watt. But you know, even the UV5Rs will do just about as much as the $250 Motorola radios. Quality versus quantity. I have a quantity of these, so thus for what I get, I have. Is it worth it to me to have a cheaper quality? Yes. For me, I can't say that is for everybody. I did talk about the eating cook sets. This is like my fire set that I have, and it works great. It's a 8-piece, I believe, cook set, and it has just about everything you would need to have a good meal, as long as you keep it clean, for a 24-hour period or whatever week. This pack, for what I intended it for, more of a long-term emergency setup. I actually have 2 of these. If an emergency ever happened and I had to eat out of these for what the worst case scenario intended purposes is, I'm not really going to care about what is what the quality is or what I'm eating out of. And it actually has it's an eating set. Keep it clean, you know, as anything else, and you do all right with it. I'm not really going to care about what I'm eating out of or anything like that. You know, I'm just going to want to get through whatever rough situation it is. I don't have an example here. Well, I do, kind of. Yeah, I can't. It's not worth getting out. Tarps is another thing. You know, I don't think it's one of those things you really need to skimp on very much. You need to get good quality tarps. But if you have to get a number of tarps, it's better to maybe get some cheaper, some good quality ones, and mix and match. And that's pretty much what I've done for my tarps. I got some tarps that are 99 cents, that are the cheap 99-cent tarps, and I got some good quality ones, which is in one of the videos I'm about to shoot. But I'm just kind of knocking out some videos today. So again, this is part 2 of quality versus quantity, and a little bit of show and tell of some of the stuff I have. But you know, as I said before, if you think situation going to be that bad where your life may depend on whatever item it is, don't have just one. You know, or if it's worth the weight of it, don't just have one item. Get 2 or 3. And maybe, you know, you put one in one spot of the bag, or one in one spot and another item in another spot, another part of the bag, or whatever needs to be happen. So thanks for watching. Thanks for indulging in the show and tell. Bye.